Hi, Charles Wood for HotDevelopers.net, and in these series of video tutorials, I'll be going over certain plugins that you can purchase for 3ds Max. About 3 or 4 of them that I particularly like using, and I want to go over those. The very first plugin I want to go over is V-Ray. V-Ray is a rendering solution application plugin for Max, Maya, Cinema 4D, and several other yeah, let's turn it on. Right, if you go to our render setup here, by default Max comes at a default scan line, but we want to go V-Ray. It gives you a little bit more detail. Right here, now I'm turning off the global illumination, GI. You don't want that on. I want this is a video tutorial, so we want to make everything light, so to speed up the process of rendering. Next, we would need something in our scene. I'm sorry. Let's bring out a plane. That's my favorite thing to do. Got to have objects in there. And I like this color here. Right. I'm gonna go over and show you what. If we right click, we can center this up here. And I want to show you what you can get away with within V-Ray. I'll bring in a character now. Yeah, why not? Import DAZ characters from DAZ. Got another DAZ character folder in here. Somebody, it's not too far out. Rex1. Rex is my guy. He's a DAZ character. It's gonna take a while to load them in. You can see by the file size here. We're gonna bring them in anyway. Pause it. Be right back. Now that he's in there, and he's animated. Yeah, I mean, he's animated, and he has a wardrobe on him. He's doing a little kick, little punch. Oh yes. Yeah, kick. Punch. Ooh, we do the elbow. I don't know if you saw that. Do the elbow. Anyway, he's dressed, and there's some things we have to do with his wardrobe. We'll get to that in a minute. But we're working with V-Ray. Okay. Now V-Ray gives it a certain look. If I render it out now, right, it looks great. I'll turn on the interactive rendering here. V-Ray, no, I can't use that because we don't have a lightness in. So we'll render last. And he's kind of flat. He's not casting any shadows. If I go to the top view and we add this light, V-Ray light, you have to have the V-Ray light with the renderer. And we'll make some adjustments to it. First, we'll turn it down considerably. It comes in at the multiplier. That's the intensity of the light. It comes at set it at 30%, and that's a bit much. And under options, we want to make it invisible so it doesn't reflect in our scene. You won't see it. You'll see the light, but you won't. You won't see the light. It's invisible. If I didn't have that on, you can see the yeah. Well, you'll be able to see this part right here. It'll be all white. Well, let me turn it off and show you since we're here. I'll deselect invisible and hit render. Let's see what we get. Not getting much. That's what I'm talking about. We don't want that, so we'll hit now we can do the interactive rendering, and we'll turn that out. But see, with this light casting on them, now we have shadows, and it's more depth. We use the default scan line renderer or mental ray. It'll look cartoonish. Right here is with this renderer on it. It's a little bit more meaty. Like I said, it's casting shadows. Kind of hard to tell there. Let me get this foot up in the air. RexOntheStreet. Well, set the cast shadow. You can see over here in the options panel. And with V-Ray, you can set them up fairly nice. I want to show you what else you can do with this. If you use a HDRI, high definition something image, HDRI. A lot of acronyms in this world of mine. Right, if I had the turn off the visibility, you can't see them now. Turn it back on. Now we can see through the light. And the light is casting shadow. Yes, it is. Hard to tell, but it's doing it. And there's something else you can do with this. If we can go, we'll set that up with the HDRI, high definition R something image, HDRI. Yeah, already said that. With this light selected, I'm going to convert it into a dome. Then it's flat again. But guess what? We're going to fix that. Yes, we are. We want to go into materials by pressing M on the keyboard. It'll bring up our material editor. And we'll go with standard. Let this pop up so we can make a selection. We want to change our material slot to be a V-Ray material. I found it works best that way because we're using V-Ray as our renderer. And under our diffuse basic parameters, diffuse, we want to select that button. We could put a color in there and all kinds of stuff, but we're going with the HDRI stuff. We want it to be a V-Ray HDRI. And we'll select our HDRI. Gotta go find it. Import, hit the wrong button, HDRI. Want to go into this folder. I have them set up. Let's see if we can get this one. There's not a lot of sunlight in this one. Let's try Urban Street. I don't like that either. We got Urban Street 2. I got it in here twice. Well, let's open it. And we'll change out, well, as soon as the machine wake up. On this particular machine, I'm running only 12 gigs of RAM. And it's not the best video card, and that's a long discussion there. But as time progresses, we'll get to that. Oh, I have to go back up in, then go back in here, and we have to change our mapping type to spherical. Yep, go up there and we can see our street a little bit better. Here we can set the ground position and the multiplier. It's very bright, setting at 1. The default settings are always bright in here, right? And we want to apply that texture over here. We can just grab this button here, V-Ray HDRI, and put it into our light, into our texture. That's right, it's a texture. Won't be able to see anything just yet. We have to put it also into our environment. We can drag it over here. We can pull it from here and put it back in there. Use map. We'll do that. There we go. He's on the street now. You dig? Right? Now with this plane, our plane, let's select our plane. And let's increase the size a lot. What did I do? Right. There we go. Just like that. A lot. A lot. A whole lot. We'll take it this way. We want to blanket all that out if we can. That's a lot. Let's make it bigger. Trying to see how much I can get away with. And this V-Ray material is a texture, meaning that we can apply this texture right here to our plane. Our plane is selected. You can see that here. All we had to do is push this button. Assign material to selection button. Do that. Thank you. Oh, look at it. Oh, wow. It looks great. Kind of small, but guess what? We go to we can close this now. Keep things from becoming too confusing. Let's zoom in on them. Yeah, we made them bigger, right? Do a little rotation in our scene, right? Now you can see there's the plane is a little bit lighter than the light itself. He's casting shadow. If I had a sun, we can get that. But I want to address this right here, this slight difference in colors here. We can duplicate this. We'll slide it over here. We'll call it sky. Yeah, make a difference. Yeah. And go up in its parameters, and let's raise the overall multiplier with our interactive rendering selected. We should see somewhat of a difference. We're not getting it here. Oh, that might be too bright. Let me slide this over. Stop it, because we're dealing with light. Let's render it out the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's not working. So, no, we don't have that. Let me cancel that. This one here, let's drop this and see if we can get that difference going here. It's dark, too dark. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's too light. We'll take it down to 4. Right? This is a daylight scene. What is overcast? The light itself is overcast. Right? We're going to match that up though. I want to do that. You can barely see the difference here. Yeah. My boy looks good. He looks great. As I'm rotating it, you can see the differential in it. There's that sky. It's overcast today. It's cloudy. I like that. That works for me. I like that. It's casting shadows, but it's very light. His outfit is all shiny. We want to flatten that out. That's what we'll do next. Chuck Woods. I'll be right back. Well, this is not the best HDRI. It's an overcast day. Our guy's in there. He's looking okay. Let me spin him around here. There's a little problem. I want to rotate him here, and oh, this right here. This is populate. Let me go to shaded view. This plane that he's sitting on, which is on top of a plane, it's called flow, and it's part of a built-in attribute of 3ds Max. It's called populate. And if I populate it, it'll be filled with people. And these are the lanes that these people will walk on. The pink for the ladies and the blue for the guys. We won't get into that yet. just yet. I want to go in and focus on our character now. You know, he's in there, but you see, he's kind of shiny. You know, he got some ridge detail here, but he got this glossiness, and that's called specular. We want to adjust that. We can go back to the material editor and select the empty slot, hit standard, and with our character selected, we got his jacket. We want to do his skin first, so we'll just select the character. This is our guy. He has all his stuff attached to him. Let's since we're focused in on the hands, we'll lower the specular on the hands. They don't have hands, so we'll go arms. And we'll drop the specular level. Let's make it 0. See what that gets. Yeah, now it looks a whole lot better. We might want to add some shiny parts to his body, but not his hands. It looks like he needs lotion now. So we'll pump it up a little bit, maybe 55%. Yeah, he got a little sheen on his hand. Nothing too shiny. Okay, and we use the hand tool and go up here to his face. And those eyelashes are always a problem. Use Photoshop to better get the eyelashes. We'll work on those last. I want to zoom in here on his face and reduce some of this shininess. We can go to his face and step back up in the parameters and choose face. Lower that. We won't have to worry about his head. We'll take that specular down to 20% maybe. See what that generates. His lips are separate from his face. Then there's the eye problem. We can fix that over here. We can go into the cornea and lower the opacity. Right? Right. And the eye moisture. Same way. You probably can't tell from here, but he's a little bloodshot there. Right? And since we're here, I guess we'll work on the eyelashes. What I have to do to get in here with this Daz character is to open up his grouping. Group, open. Not ungroup, open. I want to keep everything intact. Go into our selection, scene selection tool. And there's the eyelash shape. We want to select that. And we need a different slot for the eyelashes. We should have the eyelashes selected, and we'll go find the eyelashes under standard. Right up in our scene materials here. Eyelashes will be highlighted because we have it selected. Okay, we'll click this one. And there's some miracle stuff we got to do with this, right? We go over to here under maps. Let's copy this to opacity. See what we get here first. If I remember correctly, we have to go in there. Yep, we have to go and see. They look like eyelashes, but they're the wrong color. The tops are black, and the bottom is white. Let's turn off the diffuse on that. There we go. There we go. Didn't have to go to Photoshop after all. See, I had to turn the diffuse off and leave the opacity on after I made the copy here. And we have eyelashes. If we can zoom in a little bit more, we can see it better. Yeah. Something like that. There we go. Look like eyelashes. All right. We can step up out of there. You can see that's a little pinkish stuff. You know, they had a bad night last night. It was out clubbing. Should have been doing that. Okay, that's That's good. For that, we didn't have to go to Photoshop to get that done. I'm glad I remembered that. There's some more detailed stuff we can do right here. This needs to be inverted. I forget what that piece is, this little black strip here. Let's go back up in hierarchy. I believe that's under eye moisture. We can turn it off here maybe. No, we made it bigger. We'll turn it back on. Let's go into it under maps and turn on opacity maybe. Yeah. Kinda turn it off. Still no effect whatsoever. But you know, I'm happy with that. It's just too detailed. You hardly notice that. You would, if we had left eyelashes, you wouldn't notice that. And we dull the sheen, the specular on his face. What else can we do with it? Step back up. Nope, that's the eyelashes. Step back up here, and we can get the lips a little bit glossy. Well, you got lip balm on, I guess. That'll work. I can leave lips alone. Let's work on his outfit. The outfit here, it's all shiny. There's a lot of specular stuff there. So we'll go in there and we can start selecting pants. Let's do the hoodie. Where's the hoodie? Yeah. There are 3 parts to the hoodie. We'll do it individually. Might be quicker that way. Select a new slot. Standard. What do we have selected? A whole bunch of stuff. Let's do that. We got the cuffs, the sleeves, leather. Start lowering some of the opacity on it. We'll copy this at 10%. Copy that. Go back up in hierarchy and make all these, the base is 10%. Make everything 10%. The sleeves, let's do the hoodie. Sleeve, 10%. See what we get. Final analysis. Go back up. Sleeve, leather. Leather is done. Metal. Let me get 10%. We should turn it into chrome. We can turn that metal into chrome. That's a thought. That's a thought. Jacket 2. Make everything 10%. This is all related to just the hoodie. Metal 3, 10%. Some of the work inside CG animation can be quite tedious, but if you're persistent, you will accomplish what you're trying to achieve. Be diligent about what you want to achieve. Stay focused, stay on point, and exert the patience of a saint. We make it. Sleeve mesh. Let's do that. Alright, we took the sheen out, I guess, of everything. Let's see what else we got in here. Nope, we should have started at the top. The comb. I have no idea what that is, but we're going to paste it at 10% on that. Zippers. Bring everything down. Forgot to paste. It's real tedious. Jacket. 10%. Base should be 10%. That should be everybody. I'll check this. Sleeve 1. Yeah, that's everybody. Everybody in there in this hierarchy here. That's everyone. And zoom out and see what we get. And we'll compare it to the pants. We haven't done the pants yet. Try this little rotation thing here. You can see the pants. They're still shiny. Stretch them out. Do it this way. With the punches, maybe. We can see the pants are still have a lot of specular attached to it. It's somewhere on this sleeve too. We missed the sleeve. Somewhere. There's a sleeve. Hoodie outside. Got that one. This should be a sleeve. Let's step back up and it's not there. It's not there. Well, we'll lower the sleeve. Okay. Oh, gotta come out of maps. Let's take it all the way down. Still shiny. Is that an outer sleeve? We'll find it. Try this one and create a new slot. Let's go back up to the hierarchy in here. Do that. Standard. See what we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's another instance of it. Base. Let's go to the top. See what that said at 100%. Okay. We'll drop these to 10. I want to go to that sleeve because I don't feel like I have to do all of these. That's that shininess right there. I see it. Then I'll preview there. Paste that. Okay. Sleeve 1 then, alright? You're going to give me what I want. There it is. Almost. Sleeve 1. Jacket maybe. Zero that out. Nope. Sleeve 1. Zero that out. Like I said, it's tedious, meticulous work. You have to be, I guess, motivated. I mean, you know, it's dull enough. Let me look at that look. Yeah, that's plenty dull. Let's do the pants. I'll do the pants, come back and show you what I got, and we'll continue doing some other added little stuff. We'll maybe get another character in here and have my man knock him out. Charles Woods.